Hey everybody, Dr. Ray Bunch here with another installment to give you some information to help you be healthier and get along in life and play a better game. In this installment, I'm asking the question, are you on fire on the inside? So that's what we're going to cover today. Let's get started. So if you've heard this term before, it's very popular nowadays. It's called inflammation. So I wanted to start at the rock bottom and just cover what inflammation is and what it has to do with you and your health, and go through a list of a little checklist to see if possibly you have inflammation and you have fire going on the inside. So what is inflammation? I think a lot of people hear that term and they don't quite know what's really going on the inside of the body. So the word inflammation comes from the word inflame, and that's derived from a Latin term that basically means to set on fire. And it makes sense, when let's say you go out and you twist your ankle and you twist it pretty good. And it swells up and it's painful and it's hard to move. These are signs of what we call acute inflammation. That's your body responding to an injury and to help protect it and to help your body, to help the area heal. This is completely normal and healthy for you. Well, there's another type of inflammation that occurs, and it's called chronic or silent inflammation. Now, this type of inflammation lasts where the twisted ankle can clear up in, a week or two. Chronic inflammation can go on for long periods of time, many weeks, months, even years. And just like, the word implies, this is a chronic fire going on the inside of your body. So what causes that? Well, many things can cause it, but think of it this way. Things that, repeated injuries or things that are chronically happening that are irritating tissue, exposure to bad things that can, again, irritate the body and cause this repeated reaction, brings on chronic inflammation. All right, so do you have a fire going on the inside? Let's cover that. Here's a short list. We could go on and do a whole video on this, but this is a short list of some of the diseases that have linked to them chronic inflammation. You ready? Diabetes. Many people out there, this is an epidemic we have in America and probably around the world of diabetes. So if you have pre-diabetes, if you have diabetes right now and you're taking something for it, you've got chronic inflammation or you got a fire going on the inside. Cardiovascular diseases. Now that includes heart attacks and stroke and damage to the circulatory system. Yes, this includes chronic inflammation. Arthritis and joint diseases. Yeah, multiple joint pains, and if you've been diagnosed with certain types of arthritis, any type of arthritis, you've got some chronic inflammation going on. Allergies. Many types of allergies include chronic inflammation. Obesity. Yes. Being overweight, besides the fact of just being overweight, the excess fatty tissue is actually has been shown to produce chronic inflammatory particles. And so just being overweight, you have a fire going on the inside. Autoimmune disorders. There are too many to count in the autoimmune disorders. So if you've been diagnosed with an autoimmunity, you have chronic inflammation. Okay, that was my short list. I'm not making this to bum you out until you have a fire going on. I'm covering this so that you can be aware of what inflammation is. And then in some upcoming posts and articles, I'm going to cover things you can do to reduce your chronic inflammation and improve your conditions. One note I want to make is, unfortunately, the chronic fire, the chronic inflammation has also been called silent inflammation. So there's lots of people out there that haven't been diagnosed, they wouldn't put themselves on this list I just covered, but they do have inflammation going on. It is causing damage, and they're on the fast track to be getting diagnosed with some physical condition that's certainly not healthy for them. So why I mention that is, it's even if you weren't on this list, you might think, oh, I'm good, but not necessarily. So if you're interested in being healthy, if you want to learn about things that will make you have plenty of energy and healthy and be functional for a long time, then keep an eye open for some future posts and articles. And I'm going to go over some things you can do about this fire on the inside. All right, Dr. Bunch, signing off for now.